Okay, good evening, everyone. We're continuing with 3 minutes of Tehillim. We're up to Perek Vav, Psalm 96. Shiru Lashem Shir Chadash, Shiru Lashem Kol Haaretz. This is the second paragraph of the Prakim that we put into our Kabbalah Shabbos Friday night. And the Perek talks about the singing that we talked about last time, about coming together as a community on Shabbos. And the Perek is a universal picture of the entire world, all of creation, the nations of the world. Hovula Hashem mishpachos amim. The communities and the families and the peoples of the world will come to praise God. And as is many Mefarshim point out when in Perek Shira, that many animals or different creations are said to have said certain psukim. So one of the explanations I thought was very beautiful is that it's not like the tiger is saying this and the cat is saying that, but rather their essence, their very existence themselves are a song of homage, a song of praise to God because of their very existence. And the world will come to see and recognize in the future, in the days of Mashiach, in the Messianic era, they will come to see the truth. Although right now it sometimes feels very much that they don't see the truth. But there will be a time, and Shabbos is a taste of that world, of that futuristic vision of a time when the entire creation will come as one to recognize the truth. Now, why do we say Shir Lashem Shir Chadash? It has to be a new song. What's wrong with the old songs? Like, why do we have to have a new song? So, I heard a beautiful explanation. Actually, it was on my Shabbos Sheva Brachos. I was in Cincinnati and happened to be, my in-laws are wonderful people, but they did not bring in Eitan Katz for me, but he happened to be in Cincinnati for my Shabbos Sheva Brachos, and there was a Friday night, some get-together at the neighbor of my in-laws where we were staying, and they had, Eitan Katz came and they were doing a little kumzitz, and he said over a beautiful Torah from Rav Hutner. And I thought of this Torah as I read these psukim. Rav Hutner says there's a halacha in Shulchan Aruch and Even Ezer Simin Samach Beis, that there's 2 requirements you need to make Sheva Brachos. There's a wedding going on, so Mazel Tov to the Chassan and Kala. There's 2 things you need for Sheva Brachos. Number 1, you need a minyan, 10 Jewish men, and number 2, you need something called, anyone know? Panim Chadashos. We're very educated crowd over here. Panim Chadashos are new faces, people who weren't at the Chasana, who are later going to come, and if you get 10 men together and you have a meal specifically for the Chassan and Kala, you are able to say Sheva Brachos. By the way, there's no chiyuv to say Sheva Brachos. People feel this pressure, I need to do 7 full days. It's not a chiyuv to do it. It's a nice thing to do, but you don't have to do it. But for those 7 days, there's an inyan of Sheva Brachos. There's a halacha. You need someone new who is not at the chasana, who brings a new joy to the couple. That's Panim Chadashos. I've been at Panim Chadashos a couple times. It's a very interesting experience because you weren't at the wedding, so it's kind of like, if there's a reason why you weren't at the wedding, it's always okay. But if there wasn't, it's just like, okay, well now I can do it now and help everyone make a bracha. It's an interesting social situation. So the Shulchan Aruch says something fascinating. The Shulchan Aruch says that on Shabbos and Yantiv, we'll focus on Shabbos for a moment. Shabbos is Panim Chadashos. You don't need a special person to be there. It's Panim Chadashos. What does that mean? It's essentially Panim Chadashos. There's no new people here. So Rav Hutner says no, because Shabbos has the koach of his chadshos. Shabbos has in its very essence and identity that we become new people on Shabbos. And therefore, on Shabbos, you don't have to have any new guests. Everyone's new, because even when it's not Sheva Brachos, everyone becomes a new person on Shabbos. And that's possibly why Shir Lashem, Shir Chadash, we sing a new song on Shabbos. Shabbos has a koach of renewal of his chadshos. I know it's funny to talk about Shabbos on Sunday, but we are talking in this Perek, and in general, there's a hashpah that Shabbos has to our week, so we should have the influence of our previous Shabbos to propel us into a week where we could become a new person.